God, y'all. Welcome back to Cooking with Kobo. Today, we got something special for y'all. Cooking with Kobo loves everybody. We're going to get our veggie lovers a day out the week. Meatless Monday. Meatless Monday on my life. The veggie lovers, the people that don't eat meat, y'all. And I promise y'all I was going to get it today. And Kobo going to keep his word. Today, we got on the menu, not no meat, like I said before. This food that I had grew up listening to or watching. I said listen, grew up watching. And it's a cartoon called Ratatouille. If I know that if y'all was kids, you was in the Disney movies, you know what Ratatouille is. So watch. Kobo brings what? It to life. Stay tuned. So, I'm going to show y'all the ingredients that I'm using. Because I don't know if y'all were familiar with them. If for the people they are and for the people who aren't, I'm going to show you a little glimpse of what I'm using. Okay? So, we got some eggplant, some rosemary, some thyme, some Rona tomatoes, zucchini, got some squash, got some bell peppers. Different, we got red, orange, and yellow. We probably only gonna use 3 of them. I just got them all like that. The cutting board, pot to put your ratatouille in. Crushed tomatoes, y'all. You're gonna need a cooking sheet. Gonna need some wax paper. Should be all for ratatouille. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, let's get to chopping. First things first. We need to get all these into a puree. All of it. The onions. And I think I might have forgot onions and garlic in my first thing. We got to put that in there. So we got to soften these bell peppers, which is this one, the orange one, and the other yellow one. We got to soften them. I could use a red one. Like I said, any color. Just don't use green. The puree is supposed to be like a goldenish type of color, okay? And it's the puree. So you're going to season. I mean, you're going to blend it until it's like almost like a soupy. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to get these soft. So, what we're going to do is cut all these up, add them all together, cook them up, let them get softened. Then, we're going to blend them up to get the puree and get that sauce going. Right? Stay tuned. So now that we cut up the vegetables, the bell peppers, the onions, crushed tomatoes, now it's time to put these boys on these skillets so we can soften them up and be able to blend a little better. So when we put them in the blender, they puree. We got our sauce. Stay tuned. Okay, y'all. So let's get a pot. Let's get it like this. Let's add our peppers. Okay? Our peppers, our onions, our and garlic into one big scoop. Okay? Let's put our garlic in there. Gotta have the garlic. Alright, remember those crushed red tomatoes I had? Let's pour that in there as well. Okay? Let's pour that in there. All of it. Pour it all in there. Okay? Get your wooden spoon. Boom. Now you want to let this simmer. Okay? We need this to simmer. So, let's add some olive oil. Instead of salt, I'm going to throw some chicken bouillon flavor in there instead of salt. I'm going to also add me a little pepper. It usually probably use white pepper if I'm not mistaken. But we're going to, I got no white pepper. So let's just do this. Gang, gang. So we're going to let that simmer, okay, y'all? Let that soften up and we'll get back to that. And now, we got to cut up the zucchini, the squash, and eggplant. And the tomatoes. Let's do it. Bye. Alright guys, when you got your sauce simmering like that, you're gonna add about a half a stick of butter, maybe a little less, depending on you, in there while simmering, and some fresh basil. Freshly basil, okay? Let's get that mixing up. Get that nice and beautiful. We'll get right back to it. Cover up, alright? So our next step in this ratatouille is to put it in a blender. So you want to put all the stuff that we had in this skillet, okay, into the blender, like this. Okay. Just like that, all right? So we're going to add a couple more little things. Add a little bit more garlic, You don't have to, because we put garlic in there earlier. So you don't have to. And some rosemary, okay? Along with that, we're going to add some little olive oil to it. And let's puree. Alright, y'all, after y'all mix it up, it should be pureed just like this. Nice and blended. It don't even look like no peppers. But yeah, it should definitely look like this, and we're gonna go to the next step. Okay? Spread it. Get it all the way around evenly. All the way around evenly. Wow, just like that. Just enough. That might be a little too much, but that's cool. Alright, now y'all, here come the fun part. All the patterns. With the zucchini, the squash, the eggplant, and the tomatoes. I'll show y'all right here. This is how the design should be. Right after that, get some rosemary, some olive oil, pour it on top. After that, we're gonna put it in the oven, 300 for 90 minutes, and watch the results. Okay, everyone. So the ratatouille review. You seen the zucchini. Seen I put the squash with it. Seen I put the sliced tomatoes with it. Seen I cut the eggplant up, although I had a bigger eggplant than I was supposed to have. You know, round it off and, you know what I'm saying, cut it up in the thin, even slices. It give you that Pixar look for ratatouille. That's what you want, that Pixar look. Seen the puree I put up under it. Mind you, 300 degrees. Or you can cook it slow. You can put it on 250 and cook it for longer than 90 minutes. The regular will be 300 for 90 minutes. But you can also cook it slower at like 250 for just a little more time. I'd say maybe roughly 2 hours and 15 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. Y'all ready for the final result? All right, y'all. Now here comes the final result. Okay, my veggie lovers. Y'all see, I promised y'all I'll make a dish for y'all for Meatless Monday. And I wasn't taking my word back. Might have been a little late, but I promise I got y'all. Here we got a Ratatouille. Let's see how it tastes. Come on, go for it. Vegetables are always good for y'all. Remember, y'all, stay tuned, cooking with Kobo. Till next time. For Meatless Mondays, we love you. I love you. Y'all know my slogan. Stay tuned.